That got a standing ovation from the blind people.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I think we're gonna die. I'm pretty scared. Actually, I'm not. That's a lie. So, I recently viewed the film 2012, starring John Cusack, among other people. And it got me thinking, I think I should tell the people my thoughts on the end of the world. So, I'm going to do just that. So let me first start off by sharing, I don't know if you guys know all the different theories about 2012, but I'm going to share a couple with you. First, there's the theory of the geomagnetic reversal. Now what that is essentially a topsy-turvy twist of the north and south magnetic poles. So what people think will happen is somehow this pole reversal will, I don't know, cause us to turn inside out and die. The next one's actually even crazier than that. The next one is, there are actually people who think that there is a hidden planet, they're calling it Planet Nibiru, and they think that in 2012, that it will crash into Earth and destroy us all. Well, that doesn't make any sense at all, because they think the planet will come close enough to enter our orbit, and then it'll crash into us. So what they probably don't realize is that the moon has been in our orbit for quite a while, and hasn't crashed. Yeah. Okay. Another very popular one, which actually will tie in with what the movies theories are, is this sort of galactic alignment where the Earth will be aligned with the Sun and all the planets, and all of that is supposed to be aligned with the center of the Milky Way galaxy, which is a supermassive black hole, which is true. That a supermassive black hole does exist at the center of the Milky Way galaxy. That was discovered actually fairly recently that is actually true. But here's the thing. People think that this alignment will cause some sort of gravitational phenomena and will actually do something on Earth, causing massive destruction. But the thing is, that it won't do anything. The gravitation, actually, even according to NASA has released several videos about this. That this crazy theory of the gravity, I don't know, tearing Earth apart or doing something crazy doesn't make any sense, because the actual force of gravity felt on Earth by this is so minimal that nothing can happen. So in the film 2012, this is the theory that they use to sort of explain what's going on before it goes crazy. What they actually say is that massive abnormal solar activity, like solar flares and things like that, will somehow have an effect on the Earth, causing the Earth's core and everything under the mantle to kind of heat up a lot and almost liquefy. So that, think of the mantle like the skin of an orange, and think of somehow from the outside pulpifying the orange. So now the skin can move freely. And obviously, what is true is that if somehow the mantle of the Earth was able to move freely, there would be earthquakes everywhere, giant tsunamis that you couldn't even imagine, that would kill a lot of people. So they explain this heating caused by the solar flares in the film as somehow the neutrinos that are coming from the sunlight to Earth sort of transform, I don't know, transmogrify, some crap like that, and actually are completely different and cause the core of the Earth to heat. But still, it doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, so I'm going to give you my sort of overview review of the film 2012. So first, it starts off in 2009. Oh my god! Some American scientist gets contacted by some Indian scientist, goes to India. The Indian scientist shows him some crazy underground thing of water that the apparently transformed neutrinos of the sun and a massive solar flare have caused it to superheat and or start to superheat. So you figure out, okay, that's what's going on. So freaking the American guy goes back, contacts some character in the government played by Oliver Platt, he's a beast, and convinces him to tell the president and all this crap. And then we see the president is Danny Glover. Awesome. Danny Glover's a beast. Great president in disaster films. Legend. So then we move forward, 2010. The president is, I don't know, flipping out and telling the other heads of state privately in some private session that they need to do something. So we find out that they're going to start building something to save certain people. So we move forward again, and we find out that we've got John Cusack. He plays an author who has a book that didn't sell too well, but it's still a beast book. And he's separated from his wife, played by Amanda Peet, currently, and they have 2 kids. And the wife is currently with some doctor guy. I mean, it's not really some basic stuff. He's actually a limo driver now, though. So what happens is he has the kids, he takes them to Yellowstone for the weekend or some crap like that. Finds out the government has some crap cordoned off, meets some seemingly insanely crazy dude who we know will actually be right because it's a movie, played by Woody Harrelson. Actually pretty entertaining, that part. What Woody Harrelson goes over is stuff about the 2012 stuff, and how Yellowstone will become a supermassive volcano and blah blah because of this. Which actually, Yellowstone can become apparently already some kind of dormant supermassive volcano itself, and it could go off, but who knows how? I mean, I would guess that this massive shift would cause that, but whatever, that's fine. So they leave, and wouldn't you know it, he hears stuff on the news. Some guy is beasting, faking being Arnold, governor of California, because they are living in California, and the second he says the worst is over, stuff goes buck nasty, crazy, man. Wow. John Cusack comes back, tries to save his family, get out, all this crap happens. Many puns are occurring. Oh, what are the odds? And all this crap. They're making jokes about themselves, the filmmakers. They're making jokes about themselves making a movie like this. So, essentially, all hell breaks loose. California breaks loose. You saw it in the trailer. I mean, you got cities falling into the ocean and buildings falling, and they're flying a plane, and it's going crazy. And then, Yellowstone is blowing up, and the crazy radio guy is there, and then apparently the guy has a map to finding these things that the government built to save everybody, blah, blah, blah. You kind of can figure out what's going to happen and how it's going to go down. They're going to try to find these things and stuff. So, I don't want to spoil anything. Nothing is being spoiled. But pretty much, here's what happens. They're walking along, oh, 2012, buildings falling, okay? Entire monuments falling. Famous monuments falling. It's freaking ridiculous. Washington monuments falling. Danny Glover beasting. All this kind of stuff. And it's too much. It's too much. If you like seeing buildings you've possibly visited falling over, if you like seeing famous monuments falling over, if you like seeing giant waves going over giant mountains that everyone's heard of, you would like it, probably. But here's the thing. From a movie standpoint, there is some okay writing with the plot, the subplot of John Cusack and the scientist and all this sort of stuff mixing together and stuff like that. So, I would say, out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it about 2.5. Unless you're a disaster movie freak, don't spend $10 at the theater to go see it. That's just what I'm saying. But rent it on DVD when it comes out. So that's my thoughts on 2012 and the theories. That's going to conclude part 1 of this 2-part apocalyptic vlog. Fantastic adventure. Peace!